All right, here's one that's a little. This is a song I wrote about essentially about mining, coal mining, and accidents that happen and what happens with people. And this isn't. I don't like to write real direct songs. It's so the song is essentially about a honky tonk, a bar that's out near the mine.
All right.
Down the road there's a honky tonk heading way back in the pines. Guitar, cigarettes, and whiskey, and a half-lit neon sign. To the mothers and the preachers, it's the devil's home ground. It's a twilight on the edge of town. The living show on Friday night just as soon as they get paid. Dance away the sorrow and drink away their pain, for their lives are only borrowed from a black hole in the ground at the twilight on the edge of town. It's the twilight on the edge of town, down a long, lonesome highway where the shadows gather round. There's a ghost on every bar stool waiting on the final round. The twilight on the edge of town. Leon fills the glasses and he keeps his pistol close. You better leave if you like breathing when he says it's time to go, 'cause he did his time in the devil's mind. He knows what's coming round at the twilight on the edge of town. It's the twilight on the edge of town, down a long, lonesome highway where the shadows gather round. There's a ghost on every bar stool waiting on the final round. Twilight on the edge of town. It's the twilight on the edge of town. There's a fight out in the alley, fresh blood on the muddy ground. There's a ghost on every bar stool waiting on the final round at the twilight on the edge of town. Raise a glass for the living and the ones that they pulled out. Leave a shot on every table for the ones they never found at the twilight on the edge of town. It's the twilight on the edge of town, down a long, lonesome highway where the shadows gather round. There's a ghost on every bar stool waiting on the final round. Twilight on the edge of town. It's a twilight on the edge of town. Twilight on the edge of
town. Egon Danielson. I like that one.
That's a powerful, powerful song.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I definitely heard some Towns influence in there, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely got that feel. It's a kind of a common key and the minor key stuff for
Right.
For towns.
Right.
Good film song too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. It was one of those songs that the idea just kind of creeped in. I was actually driving through somewhere in the somewhat eastern Kentucky. I was on a trip down to McKee for something, and just saw this joint, and the idea came into my head. And
Right.
I'd been hearing a lot of stuff on the radio about the mining accidents recently, and those kind of things, given not necessarily the big tragedies, but the little ones that happen all the time.
Sure.
People are lost in those places,
Right.
and I understand the whole reason for it. And I'm not a anti-coal or political person.
Right.
It's a human thing.
Sure.
Everybody's got to make a living. Everybody's got to feed their families. Everybody's got to do those things. But it's a dangerous place, and they should be taken care of.
Right. Right.
So anyway,
Right. Sure enough.
this is
Sure
it's a haunted place.
Yeah.
That's some great writing.
that up.
That line you said, what was it about the stool?
The ghosts on the bar
The
stool.
ghost.
And ghost on every bar stool,
That's a
waiting on the
great
final
line.
round.
Right.
That gave me a
you.
chill when you said that. That's true. That's a great song.
Now that's the voice of Chris Moondog Hall. He's in the studio with us tonight with Egon Danielson, and we also got Big Papa Stampley on Cumberland Country tonight.